Hello, welcome back. We're continuing the lesson from where we left off. Today we will be exploring this part of live called Clip View together. I have one bad news and one good news for you. My bad news is this: in Ableton, Live is now in its 11th season. I'm using the version of the suite. The good news is this: you can still download the 90-day trial version. I'll leave the link below. This is what we're working on today, right under the video. I'm also planning to leave the project. If you're downloading and using version 11, you'll be able to open this project. You too. She already used Ableton's own sound? Absolutely. Today, the part we will be examining is this clip view screen. Now, all the producers or other musicians who produce in different programs, when it comes down to it, what they will do at the end of the day is a performance. The reason for using Ableton Live is this clip view. The thing that sets Ableton Live apart from all other programs is already. It's the workflow capability here. We had already written the drum pattern here in the clips before. I worked a bit before coming to class today. I've written some small patterns on different channels here. I've already shown how these clips are written in our previous lesson. So there's no difference in between. It's just different sounds that were all created from Ableton's own samples. I tried to make a small arrangement here by writing these. The clip mount is progressing like this. You know, when I press play here, or it had its own stop, I showed you. Everything is right in front of you. Again, I named these myself. You can change their names by pressing Command R or Control R. For example, I decided to make an arrangement like this on my own. This section, that is the first one, they call these scenes in Ableton. This scene has an intro. It's just what we see here. It will be playing the piano. Then when I double click, it will play the drums and the piano. I arrange these like this. You can change the places however you like. I'm just copying and pasting and moving down, or I'm duplicating it. I made an arrangement in my own way like this. We're in something focused on live performance here. I experienced something like this. Whenever I show a clip section to someone, everything is so confusing. They say things like blah blah and stop using the program, or they completely give up on this. Actually, it's not that complicated. In the middle, what we're doing is simple. We can also save the things we do here to the arrangement section later. I'll show that to you again now. Let me show you a little bit here. I wrote some simple chords on the piano. It will be 4 measures long. The sub is already there. It will constantly match every beat coming from LA. I added a little something here. I wrote a lead. It's going to be a melody. I added an effect. There was only an end to every 4 bars. Now, there's a small address here that does some effect. I added a pad. To fill out our mid frequencies a bit more, I wrote a lead. Now, when we hit play here, look, the scene started playing right away. And as you can see up here, it's counting 1, 2, 3, 4 of our piece. I'm positive. Every time you hit play, every time you press this, it will always come with this one too. Let's do it like this, caretakers. Let it play the glass. I didn't give the glass. Look, he said that. Right now, for example, the second one is playing. Now, the confusing part here can be this. Here, everyone has their own separate play button, and they also have a stop button. That's right. The stop button you see here stops all the clips. Like that. So you can think of it like a shortcut. The play, stop, and report up there. Play is still going on. Don't let this confuse you. I mentioned this again at the very beginning. This global, all the plays, stops, and the entire record section within the program. We'll do it in a bit. When we play these clips one after another and save them to the arrangement, it shows it again. It happened. We just played this again. I had decided for this to be the intro. The beautiful piano came in. I went to the second one, scene. For example, I made it a beat. Then the bridge, the sub came in, Anyway, 1234, 1234, the ear automatically wants that. Here it says enter. With this effect you just heard, I will proceed. What I changed in the beat we wrote in the previous lesson is that we normally had 16ths here. If you remember, it was the sound that goes ch-ch-ch. At first, just like this. Let's just play this. It's a pleasure. Let's just play this. 4, 2, 3, 4. I made a change like that. Then, because I wanted the piece to progress a bit more and come in with smoother movements, I added this. Like, stop never changes. It's always the same. This job doesn't change. Everything is unclear again, that's why. Question 1, a position thing with the next subscriber. Okay. After repeating these in certain measures in certain times, drop the listen. Everything has style. And again, we will probably return to the beginning of the piece or continue from where we left off. This right here is called stop all clips. When I press this, everything stopped. Clips action is actually such a simple thing, so there's no complicated situation. As I said, I used Ableton's own instruments. Just, which one is it? I added Ableton's Kender reverb and delay to this again. I'm not showing these audio effect issues for now. We will actually start these after a few lessons. Now let's move on to the other issue. Normally, because what you will be doing is not just for MIDI, you wrote a specific piece and then you will perform these. We have something called a system. The system is that when you take the mix down of your pieces, you take them in separate channels. So the basses are in one place, the drums are in another, just like you see right now. Then you place them in the scenes according to where you want them to be in your arrangement. You can either play them separately within the flow of the piece, as you noticed, or you can play them in scenes. You would name them like this, for example. Or you can take some other small notes here and place them as you like. This way it becomes a performance that progresses downwards, a part of the workflow. And if you noticed, you can move around in this in an unlimited way, even though we won't get into automation effects or anything like that again. Now let's get to the global play stop record story. When we recorded this, it counted to 4. Right now, our arrangement screen is ready to record this. So, play. Look, it has started recording here. We can also see it like this. Awesome. Play the song. Yes. If you hold down the option key or press the button, it will open all of them like this. Now, a short back. That's the limit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A simple pipe. It can't be that simple. Literature. yielding. Your ear is already telling you where you should enter, where you should stop. I gave a hint to say it, but I'm hesitant because it's always 4 bars, 4 bars, 4 bars. There will be a drop. Drop. I said it, but maybe it's the outro of the piece. So, you can take it however you want. Last. Shoot again. Stop. There's a little something here. This works like stop all clips again. So, unless we click on it, it's still on the other side. So you're stuck in the clip view. It's like, just so you know, I clicked on this. Yes, now everything is on the arrangement screen. Stop, it's still going. Sorry, record. Option again. Or in the lower arm windows. We did it. We've pretty much saved our piece with its arrangement. Now, starting from the next section, we will take a look at the mixing logic. We've already moved to the arrangement screen, and since we've moved to the arrangement screen, there's no turning back now. As you notice, the clip issue is a screen we'll use later on when we do things focused on performance. But I still wanted you to understand, because this is where Ableton is the strongest. This part is actually here compared to other programs. So this is actually the live part of Ableton. I wanted to share this with you today. See you in the next lesson. Goodbye.